Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're back over on the test server on our free-to-play account, and we are checking out the brand new hero. So finally, it is a Mauler, and it is support. That is right. Nimisu is getting a best friend. It is going to be a support hero, Alaro. It looks very cool. Looks like a speedy lizard. Has looks like a dagger on his tail. So very cool looking. Let's check out his skills and abilities. Unwanted surprises. Alaro attacks with an enemy target with poison daggers, dealing damage. So ultimate ability is damage. 230% of his attack rating 3 times to the target within the next 15 seconds. The enemy struck by the poison dagger will lose health equal to 220% of Alaro's attack rating when they repeatedly use non-passive skills, and their attack rating will be reduced by 12%. So not only is he doing damage, it's doing a damage over time, and it's reducing the attack rating. The enemy's attack rating can be reduced up to 5 times. Then, of course, level 2 just loses a little bit more, and then level 3 reduces 14% of the attack rating. That's a pretty big debuff. I know it just does damage, but if you're reducing the attack rating by 14% 5 times, that's a really, really big reduction in the attack rating, providing the support that he's doing. Now, Incognito Mode. This is his passive ability. Receives 30% less damage while on the enemy side of the battlefield. Guys, Scrag Invade team right there. If Alaro is incognito, he will stop actively fighting and instead gather enemy intelligence. After gathering the intelligence from all enemy heroes, ceases becoming incognito and returns to the team's backline to deliver the gathered information to the allies. For the following 60 seconds, allied heroes gain an additional 16 energy points when dealing damage to enemies who have already had their intelligence stolen by Alaro. Each ally can only trigger this effect once every 1 second. So getting 16 energy points per second for the following 60 seconds. When Alaro ceases incognito, he immediately turns to pass on the intelligence he gathers from his enemies to the allies. Wow! Enemies who have had their intelligence stolen lose 16% block rate. For the following 85 seconds, all allied heroes gain an additional 16 energy points when dealing damage to the enemy who had their intelligence stolen. I'm wondering how this is going to work for a boss, guys. That's going to be a massive, massive energy boost if this just works on a boss, just like normal. Enemies who have their intelligence crit block rating lose 30%. Wow. All right, dummy double. At the start of the battle, Alaro creates a dummy that occupies his original position. That position that possesses the same attributes as himself. After creating the dummy, he goes incognito, so he'll actually use that other ability, during which time he is immune to damage and control effects. When the dummy is destroyed, he ceases being incognito, and the dummy deals 420% of Alaro's attack rating as AoE and stunning them. Very nice. And look at that, guys. A 5-second stun. So deals AoE damage. When the dummy is destroyed, all allies are granted a shield that mitigates damage equal to 550. So not really what I thought when I think of a support hero. And then snooping ambush. Alaro makes a record of the enemy of the highest attack rating and then uses his blowgun to deal damage equal to 270% of his attack rating to the enemy, simultaneously removing the majority of the enemy's buffs. In the following 7 seconds, Alaro slows the enemy target and makes another record of the enemy's attack rating, and then compares the difference between both records based on the attack rating difference. The enemy will lose more haste the greater the difference is. The quality of the haste lost by the enemy is increased by a minimum of 10 and a maximum of 30 points. So losing 30 haste points there is what I'm thinking. Duration is increased to 10. Alaro slows the enemy target and makes another record of the enemy, and comparing the difference between the both, while the target is slowed based on the attack rating difference, the enemy will receive more damage the greater the difference is. Damage received by the enemies will be increased by a minimum of 10%, maximum of 40%. This guy could really be used for bosses, guys, if it works how I'm kind of thinking. But Invade Team, especially because of some of his abilities, that is very cool looking. I cannot wait to see him in action. All right, so the Mauler Warhorn. Allies within a certain range of Alaro recover health equal to 190% of their attack rating. They gain dodge for 3 seconds. Each ally may only receive this effect once every 4 seconds. Then the health goes to 220, dodge to 30, 250, dodge to 50, and then a plus 30 signature item passive. Enemies within a certain range of Alaro lose 120 accuracy points for the following 4 seconds. Each enemy may only suffer this effect once every 8 seconds. So not too bad. I mean, overall, not too much healing in there, though, which I'm kind of surprised about. It's furniture, excluding Alaro. Enemies that successfully use control effects against enemies who have had their intelligence stolen by Alaro gain 30 haste. That's a pretty big haste boost. This effect cannot stack. And then enemies that possess intelligence about enemies gain an additional 24 insight. So now they're getting haste and they're getting insight. Very interesting build. It's going to be really unique to see him in battle because he's got a lot of different triggers with stuff. Let's check him out in combat and see exactly what he looks like. So let's slow it down. So there's the dummy. So he actually does put up the dummy. That's the scarecrow they were kind of referring to. He comes back with the intelligence. There's the blowgun. Let's check out the ultimate ability. So there's the daggers. I don't know. It's going to be interesting that they're making him. It almost doesn't seem like he's support. I know he's kind of a buffer and a debuffer. Yeah, we're really going to have to test him out. That's not my idea of what I was thinking when we were talking Mauler support. Even in here, they put it with Nemitsu. You know, well, let's go all Mauler. Let's just see what we can do with all Mauler since he is support. We'll put K-Sauce up front. K-Sauce can be the other one. We'll slow it down. I want to see. There's the dummy. So he is over here. And then he comes. There he is right there. It's kind of hard to see him. He's getting intelligence from a bunch of different targets. He was just at Pharrell. He went to Shamira. And his dummy is still up on his side. So he brings the intelligence back. This is going to be very unusual, is what I'm thinking. So I'm not too sold on the hero yet, but we're going to have to see exactly how. I can see a couple places where he might be good, but being support, and they also did make him agility based, so very interesting, guys. So that is the skills and abilities for him. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. I'm not sold on him as much as I wanted to be. You know, he's a super Nemitsu, he's a healer, he's a support. Very interesting way that they built him. And it doesn't seem like he's really a massive support hero, but he does in the same aspect. So guys, let me know in the comments what you guys think of him. And as always, thank you guys for watching.